Hey everyone, welcome to Learn ReactJS for Frontend Development, a beginner-friendly course focused on building dynamic user interfaces. I am Gururaj, and I'll be your guide for this journey into the world of front-end development using React. Whether you're just starting out with JavaScript or you have some experience and want to level up your front-end skills, this course will help you build real interactive web pages step by step. And these lessons are a part of CodeChef's structured React course, so you can learn at your own pace and get hands-on practice as we move on. So let's look at the topics we are going to cover for this course. First, we have modern JavaScript essentials, where we will be looking at key JavaScript features like let and const, arrow functions, promises, destructuring, and more, which is required for writing clean React code. And then we will look at JavaScript array methods, where we will look at how we can interact with data using methods like map, filter, for each, and reduce, which are heavily used in React interfaces. And then we'll look at React fundamentals, where we'll understand what React is, how JSX works, how to build components, render lists, apply styling, and conditionally display content. Moving further, we'll look at how we can work with state in React, where we'll introduce using the useState hook, handle events, manage forms, and clearly understand the difference between props and state. And then we'll go deeper into React hooks using hooks like useEffect, refs, memoization, custom hooks, and data fetching, along with the best practices and common pitfalls. Then we'll come to real-world projects, where you'll apply everything you have learned to create multiple projects like a job application form, personal portfolio website, and the classic 2048 game, focusing on the logic, state management, and performance. Finally, we'll come to advanced patterns and smarter state management, where we'll understand concepts like use reducer, controlled versus uncontrolled components, animation handling, and scalable state design. By the end of this course, you'll be confident to build modern React applications from scratch with industry-relevant patterns and best practices. So get ready to code, experiment, and build. And remember, after every lesson, make sure to head over to the CodeChef platform and try out the practice problems yourself. That's where the real learning happens. So let us look at what React is. React is basically a JavaScript library which is developed and maintained by Meta, which is used for building user interfaces. It is used to create dynamic and interactive web pages and is built based on reusable components, which update the UI efficiently if the data changes. That is, you don't need to define the change in UI for every step. React will take care of updating it. So let's look at why we should learn React. React is an industry standard front-end library, which means it's one of the most widely used front-end technologies today. Learning React means you're working with tools and patterns that are used in real production systems. It allows for component reusability and faster development, which means we can build reusable components that can be later used across our application, which reduces our repeated code and helps us build features faster. It also has efficient state and user interface management, which means React keeps your user interface in sync with your application data. So when the state changes, the user interface automatically updates in a predictable way. Now here are some popular apps which are powered by React, namely Facebook, Netflix, Uber, and Airbnb. So that was it for this video. I will see you in the next video, where we will start with our first lesson. Thank you.